Being proactive and managing your taxes ahead of time is like learning a new language when you've only ever spoken survival and hypervigilance. For so many of us, money conversations happen in chaos. You're scrambling to file at the last minute, avoiding those IRS letters, letting tax problems pile up because facing them feels impossible. When we've been speaking financial chaos for so long, trying to speak tax planning and being proactive, it just feels foreign in our mouths, right? Here at Emancifate Cafe, it's about transforming that chaos into dignity, one conversation at a time, once and for all. When you've lived in scarcity, your brain develops what I like to call tax hypervigilance. Every envelope from the IRS triggers that fight or flight response. And every quarterly deadline becomes a crisis because this same system that kept you surviving, it's the one you trust. But it can sabotage your ability to build the very patterns that actually create tax stability, wealth, and proactive planning. Maybe you've noticed this cycle. You avoid dealing with taxes all year and then panic file with penalties, or you freeze when faced with estimated payments because you feel like you're going to get the numbers wrong anyway. So you send in zero and you hope to catch up later. Those unopened letters multiply, and your anxiety whispers to you, see, there's no point. You can't do this. You don't know how to handle it, right? But here's the crucial thing that I really want to make a point about. The IRS computers remember everything. They are tracking patterns with AI to see, are you someone who pays as you go, following the pay as you go tax code the way that the law is written? Or are you establishing a pattern of avoidance? These patterns might matter more than you think they do. Because when you later need relief in offering compromise, penalty abatement, payment plans, those computers boop, pull up your entire history. And every penalty, every late payment, every pattern of noncompliance, unfiled returns affects whether you'll get the help when you truly need it. Now, granted, nowadays, so many people, you still will get some help. So this isn't about shame. What I want you to understand is that learning to speak proactive tax planning when you've only spoken tax panic for years is kind of like asking someone who's been whispering in fear suddenly to sing with confidence. Those muscles need time to develop and training. It feels awkward because it's literally rewiring neural pathways, moving from reactive chaos to proactive dignity. Here's the transformation that happens. Every time you set aside tax money before spending it or giving up on even attempting to plan proactively, every time you make that estimated payment, even if the numbers are off, even if it's smaller than what you need at first, every time you open that IRS letter the day it arrives instead of letting the dread build up, right? What you're doing is you're building fluency in this new language, and you're creating patterns that the computers will remember favorably, even if this tax law changes, even if things actually start to change. And that's one big key reason why I'm speaking about this now, because we truly don't know what's going to happen next. So you're not broken for struggling with translating all of this. You are actually quite resilient for surviving long enough to learn a whole new way to understand this and handle it. And that hypervigilance that once had you avoiding and overcorrecting, it can become wisdom that actually helps you spot opportunities for savings instead of just threats. The journey from chaos to dignity is not about perfection. Nobody has it perfect, no matter how rich they are. It's about slowly building trust. Trust in yourself, trust that you can face these systems no matter who's in charge. Trust that planning ahead is possible for you, and trust that there can be a tomorrow worth preparing for. So when we transform our relationship with taxes from crisis management and panic to intentional planning, we're not just avoiding the penalties, we're also building a foundation for our economic liberation. Something that I think, especially in a small business community, we deserve. right? We're creating new patterns that serve our thriving, not just our surviving. That's what financial dignity looks like. And that's what mathematical justice feels like. And that's exactly what we're building here together, where your journey from financial chaos to dignity is honored and supported and celebrated. Remember this: the same strength that got you through survival can power you through your transformation. You just need to learn the language.